Uh, so the first lesson was all about just trying to get a basic understanding of Urhobo history, and then we did a little bit of greetings in Urhobo, the various forms of greetings that you would normally use in the Urhobo society. Any We've also posted that video to the Urhobo School YouTube channel, which we hope that you've all subscribed to. So any quick recollection of what we learned last time? Anyone remember what we learned?
Gobiluo.
Okobilwo, that's one of them. Wokobilwo.
Omagari.
Omagari, yes. That's another one. Can I just apologize as well? Because the tutor will usually have a setup to write. I don't have that set up, so I will share my screen, and it will be stuff that's on a Word document, and we will hopefully work through it. If you can see my screen, let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So we learned a few things like Migwo as a concept and the principles of Migwo. So that's Migwo there. And then we learned about Rendo. Rendo being what?
Get up.
Not only get up. It's a compound here. Sorry?
Rise up.
Rise
well
up
done.
and well done or thank you. So
Yeah.
so do is said well done or equally thank you. So you'd be learning two words there in vre. So vre is one word, vre, and then do is the second word, which is so we also spoke about day, and then wekobiwo, yeah, meaning thank you for a job well done or thank you. So the thing about Urhobo language is that as with any language, they have different meanings that you can ascribe to any one word. So they have different uses that you can apply to any one word. So what could be more, you could use that in different scenarios. Yes, Christina.
Hi, I was watching the video back earlier from lesson 1, and I just had a question. So with Migwo and then Dede, would you say, like, if I greeted my mom, for example, would I say Migwo and then say Mama Dede, or would it be later in the day if I'm seeing her again that I would use Dede? I wasn't sure.
So it'd be later. Yeah, so it'd be later. I think so Migwo typically is when you see someone for the first time. So when you see them subsequently, you don't say Migwo, even though some people would tend to say it multiple times. But traditionally, you only say Migwo once when you see someone that's older than you for the first time that day. So the only other time you would say Migwo is if they've offered you, that person that's older than you or anyone that's older than you that you had already said Migwo to as the first greeting. If they've offered you something, you would also say Migwo, yeah, as an appreciation to that person who's older than you that has given you something. So if you, the younger person, give someone something, you don't say, if you give someone who's older than you something, they wouldn't say Migwo to you, obviously. But if they gave you something, you would say Migwo. So if there's someone that's older than you that you've given something to, they would just say Do. But if it's the reverse, you would say Migwo. But there is another scenario when you would also say Migwo. So if, for instance, specifically if you're giving someone again, older than you, food or drink, specifically water, you would say migwo to that person as you give them food or drink, which is, I think the origin of that is, you're giving someone water and you're saying migwo to them. And the reason for that is it is seen as a tradition, as a privilege that you are offering a parent or someone older than you something that they desire. So you say migwo on top of the gift that you give to them. That's the tradition. So later in the day, after you'd already say migwo, you've seen them coming back from somewhere, you'd say, as a welcome gesture, or day. But it's not well used. So day, you would use that to as typically as a young person who is happy to see their parents return from where they've been. As an adult, later there are other greeting scenarios that we'll learn. As an adult, what you would normally say is "wakobeka," "wakobeka." So you would spell that if you have your pen and paper. It'll be war, W-O with the dot, war, ko, K-O, B, B-E, E with a dot, C-H-A, Wakobeka. So, Wakobeka. Yeah, so one of the things that I would advise you in the Urhobo school is always have pen and paper handy and spell everything that you can phonetically. It will try and show the spellings on the correct spelling. But for your own pronunciations and ease of learning, spell it as you hear it, so Wakobeka. That would be how what you would say to someone who's just returned from somewhere that you had previously said migwo to if they're older than you. Does that answer the question, Christina?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Good. So we did some of that and some more greeting scenario. We did some, I don't know if he went through the greeting dialogue. This, by the way, is the data that's going into the work that we're working through. So you're having a sneak preview. So there's the greeting dialogue there that is that we can rehearse. We can practice that as a recap. So maybe Christina, you can practice with someone else. If someone else is willing to role play with Christina, I've nominated you, Christina.
That's okay.
So we need someone else to give the responses. So the responses are here, the greetings are here. So who's going to volunteer for me, please? Or shall I nominate someone? Stella. For putting me on the spot,
yes,
it's my turn to put you on
so
the
I have to join you.
Yeah, I have to put you. So I know Stella, you're probably old. You're older than me. So I would you do the responses.
Okay.
Christian, I'm going to guess that you are younger than Stella, so you do the greetings. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Migwo.
Rando.
Omagare.
Magare. What's this one? Yeah, just say A.
A. Yeah. So you say A. Omame Gary.
Okay. A. Omame Gare.
Yeah. No. So yeah. So one of the things that we will learn later on in Urhobo is tonation. Yeah. So tonation is absolutely very, very important in the language. So the way you said it just now, it is the tone that you used just now gave it a different meaning.
Ah.
Yes, I gave it a different meaning. So say it
Okay,
again.
repeat it how it's supposed to be said.
No, say it, and then maybe you say the way you said it before.
Eh,
No,
Oma.
A. Uh-huh.
Omegare.
Okay.
Omegare.
Omamegari. Okay. When you say so when you said it the first time,
Yeah.
don't get bogged down. This is something that we'll learn later in the lessons. You said A Omamegari. A
Omegare.
Omamegari.
You
Yeah,
added okay.
that's how you said it. That's how I heard it.
Yeah.
And what that meant, saying it that way, A Omamegari, becomes yes, am I well? You're not asking a
Okay.
question.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, what the tone that you would use for that is A Omamegari. So
Omegare.
it says
Okay.
quick, you stop it. You don't stress the end. If you
Okay.
stress the vowel at the end, the E at the end, A Omamegari,
Mm.
it becomes a question.
Okay.
Yeah, it becomes a question. A.
Omegare.
So instead, you would say A Omamegari.
Okay.
That,
Omegare.
yeah. How does that feel for everyone else?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Okay, then continue, Christina.
Obuwefwedore.
Obunwe we doing? Because this is a question.
I could do the VW.
I know. We will learn the phonetics later on. So this is just giving you the comfort in practice. So don't worry if you're missounding things. If we're correcting you, that's because the opportunity is there to correct you. Later, we will. These are specific lessons. At which point we hope that you will learn the specifics of those things like VW. So VW is something that it requires practice. It requires patience for you to get it. Yeah. Obu
Obuwefwedore.
V. Have I? Can you see my camera?
Yeah.
Yeah. V. Obunwe V. Doing.
Where we
Yeah.
dore.
Yeah. V. Obunwe V. Doing.
Obuwefwedore.
Yeah. So that's it. So that tonation makes it into a question. Yeah. So
Okay.
equally, and this is the beauty of Urhobo language, you only need to learn certain phrases or certain words once, and then you use tone to give it different meanings. Yeah, and the only thing that you need to learn with tone, you stress it to turn it into a question, or you just give it a hard stop to just to make it a statement. Yeah. So because this is a question, we have to stress it. Obunwe we doing. Otherwise, it will be Obunwe we doing. Obunwe we doing. Obunwe we doing. Yeah. So if I say Obunwe we doing, what have I said?
It's well at home.
Absolutely. Thank you. And if I say Obunwe we doing,
Is it well at home?
good. Thank you. All right.
Mm.
So, Stella, can you
Yeah.
give us the responses? There are two possible responses.
Odori or Ejo, Edori.
That's it. Yeah. So we put the extra I there to emphasize the need to stress the final vowel. The one thing that you will notice in the language is that practically, I think about 99% of Urhobo words end with a vowel. Literally, every single.
What's that?
Sorry?
Urhobo.
Sorry? So in most 98, 97% of Urhobo words will always end with a vowel. So you can see E, I, E, they'll always end with a vowel. So is that vowel that you use to achieve the tone. So because this is now a negative. So the other thing that you use tonation for is when you want to make a passive statement. Yeah, it isn't fine, which is a passive statement. It's in a negative. You would then again stress. So you stress for question. You stress when you want to make a passive statement. Ejo odori. Yeah. If I then want to turn that into a question, what would I say? If I want to turn that into, it's no longer a statement. If I want to make it a question, it's just the same principle. So obviously you ignore the ejo. So you just start from O. Odori. Odori is
So
not a question.
It's fine.
No,
Odori.
odori
Mhm.
is not. It isn't well. It isn't fine.
Odori.
Odori. It isn't fine. Question. Odori. It is fine. Am I making sense, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who amongst you hasn't is struggling? No one's struggling. That's beautiful. Okay, carry on, Christina.
I don't think we did this one. Equevoir.
Yeah, we did this last time. Yeah,
Equevoir.
Ekruwe. You see, you're already getting the VW. You're almost there now. Well done. Ekruwe. Sorry, the squiggly lines there. So there's this is an L. Let me accept. Add to dictionary. Oh, go away. Add to dictionary for me. Oh, go away. So that's Ekruwe wo.
Equevoir.
Ekruwe wo, because it's a question, remember? How is your family?
Equevoir.
Akpewe ogene. Is that it?
Akpewo gene.
Yeah, akpewe.
No, akpewo.
Akpewo ogene.
We thank God. Brilliant. So those are some of the things that we went through last week. So I just thought we just have a quick recap. There is more on greetings that we'll go over later on. I'll leave those to the teacher and he will manage those lesson delivery. I just want to, we're still on greetings, which is the second lesson. We'll just touch on that and then he will try and bring it all back together again, okay? So one of the things that you will notice in the language is that there's a lot of respect, there's a lot of acknowledgement in the way we speak or the way we relate to one another, the way we ask questions, and the way we seek something from someone else. You know, there's a lot of respect and honor in how we say things. So for instance, we've got here, so these are specific words that we want you to learn because these are functioning words that you would normally use in a daily situation when you're interacting with an Urhobo person. So this is kind of a way of also building your vocabulary. Yeah. So the thing about this is once you've got the first aspect,
No,
then
answer
okay.
that. No.
Hello.
Hey!
Okay, someone needs to mute themselves, please. Okay, good. Right. So the first word there is about asking someone how they got on at work. Yeah. So who is able to attempt that for me, please? There we go. Okay, good. So so who can attempt this word for me? One of the things that we'll also learn later on, we're just introducing you to words, is how you vowel relation, so how you mix two words. Remember when I said practically 98% of our Urhobo words will always end with a vowel. So if you have a word that is ending with a vowel and another word that is beginning with a vowel, you have to fuse them. That's what they call the vowel elation or vowel harmony. So you fuse them together. You then get rid of one of the vowels. This is something that we'll learn later on, but just for the purpose of learning how to sound words and building up your vocabulary. So in this scenario here, the ki, there should have been a second I. Yeah. So, but we get rid of one, so it's just for tidiness and neatness. In some writings, they will just keep it on just for simplicity. But in the principles of Urhobo writing, you'll get rid of one of the vowels and you keep the main subject. Yeah. So this is how it's work. This is asking someone how it's work. Anyone want to brave it? Don't worry if you get it wrong. That's the best way to learn.
Can I try?
Yes, go for it, please.
Urhobo.
Yes, that's good. That's good. Agent, have you gone?
Urhobo.
That's brilliant. Spot on. Yeah. Urhobo. Yeah. Yeah. Because like the way you stress the question at the end. Urhobo. Sorry.
Accident.
Yeah.
Sorry. Apologies.
No, give it again. I wasn't got you, Jeff. Give it here.
Urhobo.
That's it. Spot on. Yeah. So and your response will be
Oshebio.
Oshebio. Yeah.
Oshebio.
Oshebio. Yeah. Oshebio. Yeah. Urhobo. Oshebio. Yeah. So someone else wants to try something. This is how is your family?
Sorry, quick question. So
Yeah.
Urhobo.
Yeah.
I thought we roll. I think what about Odori? What about Odori? Odori is what? Is that not fine as well?
You can. There are many ways. Yeah. Yeah. So if you have put that in your notes, so you can either say Oshebio or Odori, all of them correct. Yeah. It's like
Odori is fine, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, in English, it could be it's fine, it's okay, it's all great. Yeah, Urhobo is not exceptional. It's more than one way of saying one thing. Yeah, but it's good if you recognize another response, make a note of it, and that again is helping to expand your vocabulary. Yeah, good. So who's going to attempt this for me? Come on, guys.
Urhobo.
That's it. Who was that? Bessie. Lovely name. Bessie. Yeah, that is very, very good. Urhobo. Yeah, someone else sign it for me, please. I hope whilst you're muted, you are practicing. Yeah. So even when you're not on mute, be sounding it yourself, because what you're doing is you're then training your jaws, your tongue, and because literally what you're doing is because of the nature of the Urhobo language being a very, very tonal language, you practically need to retrain your tongue in sounding those words. So even if you're muted, I'm hoping that you're sounding them to yourselves. But I would also like to hear you unmute yourself so I can hear you, and if I need to correct you, then I can help you. Yes.
Okay. Airo.
Airo. Yeah. Airo.
Okay.
Airo. That's good.
Thank you.
Urhobo, Airo. They are okay. They're fine. They're good. Yeah? Good. Right. So we're going to try. Who hasn't spoken yet? Many of you haven't. Agent Abby, did you raise your hand? You want to come in?
Oh, sorry, that was my first one. Let me remove it.
Okay. Well, keep it on. Then you can. I'm going to call. Who is AA?
Hello, hi.
Hello, AA. How are you?
Good, thank you.
What should we call you? Do you know
Essie Ogana.
Essie Ogana. So we'll call you Essie Ogana. Lovely. Essie Ogana. I want you to tell me. I want you to say the phrase. How are the children?
Kemenavo.
Kemonawo. Very good. Kemonawo. Good. Fantastic. Larry. No, I'm not going to ask you that, Larry. Nyero, tell me, how is your husband?
Kosharewo.
Kosharewe.
Kosharewe.
Wo.
Wo.
Yeah,
Oh,
wo.
Kosharewo.
Fantastic. So, Larry, how is your wife?
Kayewewo.
Kaye. Sorry,
Kayewewo.
Brilliant. Good. That's very, very good. Vera, how are the children? How are the children?
How are the children? Kemenawo.
Good. Yeah, good. How would you respond, Stephanie?
You did.
How could you respond? You could use this.
Ayero.
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 Okay. Yeah. So you can say that. Yeah. Or you can say that as well. Yeah. It's Oshebio. Yeah.
Oshebio.
Yeah. Or maybe you can say Aishebio. So right, because it's more than one child. Yeah. Good. Right. Philip.
Sorry, can I just ask this Emenawo, the
Yeah.
K is silent. Is the K silent?
No.
Or Sharewo?
No, Kosharewe. Yeah. So you can. Yeah. You are absolutely right. Yeah. It's a manner of speaking. So you can say Emonawo. Yeah. Emonawo. How's the children? Fine. But you can also say hey. So you're not emphasizing. So the K here is for emphasis. It's almost as if you're being extra curious. So you are well observed. You could just ignore the K and just say Emonawo. Yeah. Emonawo. But if you wanted to be extra curious, extra pleasant, you say Kemonawo. Yeah, they mean the same thing, but one is just giving a little more emphasis, as in all these cases where you see Kosharewewo, It's just showing more care, more compassion, more curiosity. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good. So I think, Philip, I was going to ask you to attempt, how is your wife? Is Philip there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
And you wewe.
Ka.
You want to say okay?
Yeah.
Kai wewe.
Kai wewo.
Kai wewe.
Kai, that's good. Kai wewo.
Kai wewe.
Kai wewo. So in those words that we have been using, yeah, if you've got your pen and paper, you'll be taking away some key words to remember. If I say emo, what is emo?
Children.
Children. Children.
Children.
Aye.
Wife.
Oh, sorry.
Husband.
Husband.
Man.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. So so in this scenario, in these sentences, what is wo? How?
Yo.
Yeah. Wo. So the wo
Wo.
is operating as the how. Yeah. Na is operating as the. Yeah. So you won't always have a like for like translation, rather these are just loose translation of these phrases. Yeah. But of course, these words all have their specific meaning. Yeah. As I say, ke, this is just to emphasize extra care. All right. Now, who hasn't sounded something? We just want to hear everyone's voice today. Who have Yero, Stella, Tamara. Tamara.
She said in the chat she's with children. She can't unmute.
Oh, the show. Okay, sorry, I hadn't seen. Okay, that's fine. No worries. Thank you. Yeta, pick any phrase on the screen and stand it for me, please. Feel free. No, Yeta? No, okay, maybe she's not available. What about Stephanie?
Yeah, sorry.
Pick any phrase and let me hear you.
I'm struggling with the K ones.
Yeah,
Adding
that's
the K
fine.
onto it.
Which one?
The person 3. So K. How to add it on? But I'll try anyway. K or share it. Where what?
That's it. Call.
Share.
Sorry.
Share.
Sorry, werewolf.
War.
Yeah, that's it. That's good. Yeah. So the K is just for you to harmonize. So what you're basically doing with this is you are fusing and harmonizing two words, two expressions together. Koshari werewolf.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
just every time I'm looking at it, I want to say the K and the O separately
I
instead
know,
of
I know.
together. So it's
The
in my
one,
mind.
yeah, the one thing that
Koshari War.
fantastic.
What
That's
is
very-
K? What is the K for? What does that mean? Because I'm noticing the K in all these sentences.
Yeah, no, I think we put them, as I said before, the K is just in there. Perhaps we'll put the notes in there. The K is the it would have been KO, then as a separate word, and then OSH as a separate word, because you can't have O and O.
Okay.
O ending the first word and O starting the second word, you then fuse it together. It's a separate lesson that we'll come on to later on. I just want you to have a feel for pronouncing these words. Just have a little bit of fun for now, and we'll learn these things separately, and it will make better sense.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Thank you.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Right. There's some more. Yeah. We need to learn about Isikuru. Isikuru. Yeah. Kisikuru wo. How is school? Okay. And how would you reply? You highlight here. Oshebi.
Oshefio.
Oshebio.
Okay. Or you can say
Wewogene.
Wewogene. Wewogene.
Wewogene.
Okay. Fantastic. Yeah. So remember, you
So is
can
that-
always.
The Oshebio, is that PH? How do you pronounce the PH?
So one of the things that we will come on to when we do the alphabet, Stephen has, I'll come back to you in a minute, is we will learn about the compound letters. Yeah, some letters that they operate as a single letter. In this scenario here, the SH is a compound letter. They operate together, so they are one. The PH again is a compound letter. They operate as one. KP here again compound. VW compound. GH compound. Yeah, we will learn how to deal with them. So when you want to say the PH, because these aren't words, these are not sounds that you'll find in the English language. This is the only way to deal with them. Yeah, yeah. Because you don't have those sort of sound in English, so we use we have to spell them that way. Yeah, yeah. You almost hold back your breath and then you sound it out. Yeah. You want to give it a go? Give it a go.
Oshebio.
That's it. Good.
Oshefio.
That's good. Fantastic. Yeah. So these we will spend some time practicing them because we just want to give you a feel for these, and then when we start to do the alphabets, sounding the alphabets, it will sort of the penny will drop faster for you guys. Yeah. And then we have Wakobi Wall. Thank you. Wakobi Wall. Yeah. So I was just saying thank you with emphasis. Wakobi Wall. And you will normally respond with what?
A.
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 A. That's it. That is the first word that you learn in Urhobo. A. Nice and easy words. It's unassuming, straightforward. Yes, A, and it does a lot of heavy lifting in a row. So you'll be glad that you've learned that very simple word. A. Right. So we've got some activities here that we can attempt. Yeah. Again, this is just giving you a feel for the language and the sound and just to Go on then. Yes, I go for it. How is your father?
Oh, I didn't know I was on mute. Sorry.
Oh well, you walked into that one. So go on then.
Which one?
How is your father?
Kosewevo.
That's it. That's very, very good. Kose wewo. Kose wewo. How is your father? Yeah. What is father in that sentence?
Ose.
Ose. Good. So who wants to give me how is your mother?
Onyiwewo.
That's it. Brilliant. I like that. How is your sister? Anyone?
Onyevo.
Onyevo.
Onyevo. Wewo.
That's good. Fantastic. Fantastic. Do we have an Ejiro in the class? How is Ejiro, by the way? Come on.
My
How is
brother's
it?
called Ejiro.
Sorry?
My brother's called Ejiro, so I can.
So you're going to call him and maybe you can't say this to him, but someone's going to ask you. So if you're going to ask Ejiro, go on then.
Ejiro.
Ejiro. That's it.
Ejiro.
Ejiro.
mean praise?
Sorry?
What's Ejiro mean praise?
Ejiro means, yeah, it's to give praise as to, yeah, so like, yeah, Ejiro, gonna usually it's a long form. Ejiro. Yeah, let's praise God. Right. So when you want to, so we're still on greetings, and so we talked about someone coming back and we say they, but there are also other greetings, especially when we are partying, we're departing. Yeah. So again, building up your vocabulary. When we finish this lesson, what are we going to be saying to each other?
So there.
So there. Okay. And how would, sorry?
I'm Resifa.
If there's a chance that we will see again soon, then yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, which is fine. So you'd assume that you would. I think for me, I would normally say I'm Resifa earlier in the day. Yeah. Earlier in the day. Because I think the same is true for English. You wouldn't say to someone in the night, "See you later." I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Would that be right saying that? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So it would be you wouldn't be wrong, but it just won't be appropriate. You'd probably say good night. So yeah. So same here. So Tode. So literally, if you was to literally translate Tode, does anyone know what it literally means? Ode. Yeah. Ode is tomorrow. Ode. So that's another word for you to bank. Ode is tomorrow. So until tomorrow. So it's now until tomorrow. Literally, it means if I was to literally translate it, it will be rich tomorrow. So you're wishing them that they see tomorrow. So to is the rich. So there. So it means rich tomorrow. So you're wishing them to see the next day. Because they're going to sleep and yeah.
Is
And how would you?
Is Ode your word as well?
Absolutely not. So Ode is a Yoruba word, but it means something different. I think Ode, if I'm right. It's something like a fool or something like that in Yoruba.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So Tode means yeah, it's an Yoruba word. Ode is yeah. So how would you respond if I say Tode? Yeah.
Hey, Tode.
Hey, do that. So you're obviously just giving wishing them the same. Yeah. And then if it's earlier in the day and you want to say see you later, again the MR is a compound word letter. So you need to send them together. I'm sure that's why everyone's going silent now because you're thinking.
I'm Rebecca.
Fantastic. I'm Resifa. Who was that?
I'm Resifa.
I'm Resifa. That's it. But you don't overemphasize the MR. Yeah. I'm Resifa. That's good. Yeah. And how would you respond?
Hey, I'm Resifa.
Good. Fantastic. Okay. So okay, another way of saying goodbye or parting is Kedefa. Yeah. This word is yeah, it's literally means some other time. Yeah, which implies I'll see you some other time. Yeah, Kedefa, which we can use to say goodbye or to yeah.
How do we say good morning?
Good morning.
Omamuroke.
So good morning. Yeah.
Mm.
So good morning. So if you want to say good morning, Omamuroke.
Omamuroke.
Okay, Omamuroke. Then you would say
Omamuroke.
Omamuroke Kewe. That's
Someone that's older than you.
No. So you wouldn't normally say Omamuroke to someone that's older. You'd have to say Migwa. You must say Migwa to someone that's older than you. So you'd only be saying this to your peer group or yeah.
Okay.
Now, of course, if you are in a formal setting and you don't want to get into the business of who's older, and you can just say Omamuroke. But if visibly the person's older than you, then you must say Migwa. Yeah. And then Uriake is what?
Morning.
Morning, that's it. Yeah. Omamo. It's good.
Uriake.
Okay. And then good afternoon.
Omamo Ogaru Uvo.
Omamo Garuvo. Omamo Garuvo.
Omamo Garuvo.
That's it. Omamo Garuvo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Omamo Garuvo. How are other people getting on? Are you getting this? Oh, I want confirmation.
Omamugeruvo.
That's it. Brilliant. Yeah. Right. And then if you want to say good evening.
Oh, okay. Omawawawa.
Omamo. Yeah. Yeah. Omamo. Oh, yeah. But what are you writing? Only for waiting. Sorry, I thought. Okay. All right.
Question?
No. I thought the teacher joined us. That's fine. I don't think he has. Right, so that is how just to respond to a more modern. So I have to say this. So the good morning, good afternoon greeting is a new addition to the Urhobo language. It's still yeah, it's gaining popularity. At this time, we still predominantly use Migwo, Do, Mavo as our standard greeting. But this is this is now becoming more prevalent, and people are using these expressions more and more, which is good. Okay.
How do you, can I ask, quick question, how do you respond to, like, I believe my voice for, like, people that are the same age as you, like, greeting, like, how are you, right?
Yeah.
So how do you respond to someone, let's say I'm speaking to my wife, I say, oh, my voice, how would she respond? How would I respond to someone something like
You would say something like Mero, Mero, Meh.
Mero.
So Meh, Mero.
Me?
Yeah, me, I'm okay. So you say, how are you? Then you say Meh, Mero, I'm okay. I'm
Meh.
fine.
Mero.
Meh, Mero, yeah.
Can you also say Oyoma?
I probably won't.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So because Oyoma is it's fine. So it's almost saying how are you? Or so Mavo is practically hi. So the closest translation to Mavo is hi.
Hi.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Or hello.
Can you
Okay.
say Osherio?
So because it's being directed at you,
Yeah.
so if someone say Mavo, yeah,
Mhm.
because Osherio is not it's not relating to you, the person. It's not personalized to you.
Okay.
It's a general statement. You say it's okay. You're not saying I'm okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So Osherio is it's okay.
It's
But
okay.
if someone says how are you, or you want to say you want to obviously refer to yourself. Yeah, but you wouldn't say to make it a personalize it to yourself. You say Misherio, but that would not be proper.
Okay. So the
Yeah. So Osherio is it's okay.
okay. So the correct answer would be
Mero,
Nero. Okay.
Mero, Meh,
What does it
M-E.
mean?
Sorry,
What does Nero mean?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Christina, anyone can start the greeting dialogue. In the Urhobo tradition, it's the younger person that would normally start the greeting dialogue with Migwo. If, for instance, the older person notices the younger person and they want to prompt the younger person to say Migwo, they could just say something like Do, which would normally be a prompt. So if I see someone that's maybe 10 years younger than me and they haven't really acknowledged me, I will just say Do. And that is a signal for them to say Migwo. And then they will say Migwo, then I'll say Vlendo.
Can you also command it by saying Digwe now?
Some people do. Some people do. Some people will be more forceful and more forthright and say Digwe. Yeah? I'm on a Digwe. Oshana Digwe. Omlewe. Digwe. But that's just being forward and being, yeah.
Right.
But otherwise it will be, I would just say do and just sort of prompt them to do the right thing. Okay, so now that we understand why the teacher was not in session, let me just quickly explain what we have done. We attempted lesson 2. We recapped lesson 1. Obviously, I don't have the dexterity that you have with writing, so I couldn't really do that. So we went through the different greeting scenarios. And I did say that you probably had made preparation for today. If there's anything that you want to pick back up again next week to address anything that you had planned, then that's fine. But yeah, so apologies that things have happened the way they've happened, and I just do hope that in improvising that we have learned a thing or two, guys. Come on, give me.
Yeah. No, well done. Thank you very much.
Don't shame me. Don't shame me because of the professional. Aha, that's more like it. That's it. That's it. You see, you've learned. I am very happy that you are putting what you've learned straight into action, and that's good. So I want you to go onto the WhatsApp group and just show off your newfound words and vocabulary. Feel free. 1 year we were a lot of learners didn't do it. I was actively encouraging people to submit voice notes. If you say, look, hey, admin, everyone that's an admin in that WhatsApp group is a native speaker. So we're there to support you. If there's anything that you've learned that you've struggled with, yeah, and you want to, and you know, we're all in a learning scenario. If you want to ask a question, if you want to submit a voice note and say, guys, can you I'm saying this, can you tell me if I'm saying it right? And I would respond, or I'm sure teacher would also respond with a voice note to help you. If you've not said it right, we'll give you a voice note response. So we can all hear, we can all learn together, and we can all support ourselves in that community. Okay?
Yeah, that's helpful.
Yeah, so feel free if there's a word, you say, guys, I'm struggling sending this word, post the voice note. If you don't want to send it to the group, send it to me. Or send it to the teacher, but send it to the group and we all learn together. We all, you know, stay on this journey together. Okay, so I'll hand over to teacher if there's anything you want to say to bring the lesson to a close.
Okay, thank you very much, Wakobiru. Yes, so I joined the class like 30 minutes ago, and yeah, everything I observed was very okay, and then I enjoyed the participation everybody was making, and then that was makes the class very interesting when people are really participating and asking a lot of questions. Yeah, so it's very good. So it's a very engaging class, and kudos and thank you again for admin for standing up for me. Yes, so yes, you really did a great work. If you were not there, everyone would have just been very, very chaotic. And yes, so if so you guys can forgive me. I was really prepared for the class, but I didn't follow up with the change of time in the UK. Yes, so hopefully by God's grace, now that I know that the time we are now 8 p.m. Nigeria is 8 p.m. and UK is now 8 p.m. So we're at the same time. So I'm going to adjust my calendar, and next week Tuesday we're going to have a wonderful time. Wado, Wakobiru. So Etienne Wado.
I think Joshua wants to come in. Joshua, did you
Joshua, yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, if I want to say thank you, and I wanted to say thank you to you guys for the session. I found it very thankful. But is it just because I know Akpeogane is thank God, but how do I say thank you?
Okay, yes. In our last now we were talking about you. We have two types of you: you as a singular and you as a plural. So if you want to talk to a group of people or more than one person, just say Wakobiru. Wakobiru. Yes, yes. But if it's a singular person, say Wakobiru. So just the yes, Wakobiru. So that is it.
So write it down, Joshua. So wa and where.
Wa and where. Wa is for plenty people, where is for individual.
Yeah. For individual is
wa is for more than one person. It's plural, it's a plural form.
Plural. Okay. Wakobiru.
So
also say Migwa as a thank you.
You can. Migwa, you can also say Migwa as a thank you. That's a form of thank you, yeah. Okay. So thank you, Donna. You've just reminded us. So please, let's all remember to remind the teacher that in October, the time will change again. The final Sunday in October, the time will change again. So if I forget, let's remember to alert the teacher, because we can't expect him to keep up with the UK time changes, and yeah, please. So let's take accountability for the running of the lesson. And quite honestly, I'm quite happy for people to volunteer. If you want to help with the administration coordination behind the scenes, please step forward. You know, we're all in this together. We're all volunteers here, so happy for anyone to come in and say, look, I'm good with this, I'm good with that, I can help in this way. Or indeed, even in the wider UPU operation, if people want to get involved in the activities of the community, then feel free. It's just going to expose you more to the community and the language speaking. All right. So on that note, thank you, teacher, and thank you everyone that's put up with us today. And we hope that you all have a good evening. And I don't know whether I should post this video to the WhatsApp group. It was an improvised session. I probably won't. Like post it to the post it to the
What's the post on that? What's the post on every class now?
Okay, that's fine. It won't say.
Please post for the pronunciation.
Yes,
We can
please
go back
post.
and learn
Yes.
pronunciations. Please.
Okay, we'll post it to the YouTube channel. I hope you've all subscribed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
hey.
I hope you've all set your reminders on your phone for the lessons.
Hey.
Yeah.
And that's it. Brilliant. Okay. Thank you all.
Todd.
What's on there?
Why we to the
Why,
why
Cobero?
who y'all?
Later there.
We to the
That's
I
all
do,
that.
I do, I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. Do what the hell?
Me wa mruse we.
Uh,
Mi padà so. Mo wa mruse we ka. Mi di eri ai na. Obo meta won mene mi ne Osha na pupo ma ga no. Me nye no na class na. So ebe wa ye mene. Osha na like organization ni mamo. Me nye no na class na. So the Meriemu, kimi wari emu no kimi sewe, no sewe, ikona orare.
oh,
Yes, orare. So kimi yare now 10 minutes to